in studio, we got Big Kev helping us out, and Freddy Rodriguez. What's up, Freddy?
Hey, how you doing?
We got to explain something to you. We've been doing radio since 6 this morning.
Oof.
We've been up since 4:15.
Yeah. Oof.
So bear with us, okay?
No, you got it. You got it.
We do like 2 shows. We do 2 shows. We do one for FM radio.
Right.
And then we do this for XM satellite radio. Sounded great and looked great on paper and everything. The reality of it, holy shit. I'm so tired every day.
Are you saying the check is not worth it? Once you see the check at
No, maybe once we see a check.
Right.
That might help, like, whoa, open my eyes up and go, hey, this is good.
See all the zeros, huh?
You're too tired to spend the money, Freddie. That's the problem.
That's why
you watch the bank account go way up, but you can't even get to a bank.
Right.
Jimmy on the line?
Yes, Jimmy.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing?
Hey, Jimmy, what's up, man?
How you feeling about the movie?
I'm feeling good. You know, Wolfgang Peterson, big summer blockbuster, so I'm excited about it.
Were you nervous, like, remaking a movie like that? I mean, it's a classic.
Was I nervous? No, I was excited. Because, you know, with today's technology and Wolfgang Peterson, I knew they would do something special.
Yes,
you know?
We're talking about Poseidon, of course.
Oh yeah. That's that is, well, see, a couple of leaks are being sprung right here on this radio show. Yeah, you take a classic movie like Irwin Allen's The Poseidon Adventure, and which at the time was like cutting edge and fantastic. Go see in the movies. I remember a lot of people just loved it, but it doesn't quite hold up to the test of time because of the effects and you know, storyline. Personalities change over time from the 70s and stuff. This, of course, updated modern-day cruise ship, and you got some CGI to work with to make it look really cool. I've seen the trailer, and it makes me want to see the movie because it just looks so cool. That wave hitting and the ship going over looks like a real cruise ship, not like the Queen Mary, like the old Poseidon look. And where do the similarities end, or do they, between the original as far as storyline goes?
Well, you know, the only thing that's the same is the premise of the story. You know, rogue wave hits a ship flips over, people survive, they try to get out. That's the only thing that's the same. You know, the thing that's cool about this film is that once the wave hits the boat and, you know, people form teams to get out of the boat, it goes into 5th gear from there, and it just fast forward, man. It's just all action. You know, it's not, you know, people don't stop in the middle of that and have a love scene or, like, you know,
great
character development.
Like and Shelley Winters having that heart attack.
No, man, it's none of that. You know, it's
take care of the grandchildren.
The grandchildren, shut up. And do they follow different groups of people? Because the Poseidon Adventure, the original one, you just followed like that one group, and you were wondering, you know, hey, what the hell happens on the rest of this huge ship with any survivors?
You know, there are about 2 teams that are formed,
right?
And so you follow the 2 teams, and then eventually the 2 teams come together and you know, try to get out. But you know what's cool about this film is that it's as if excuse me, it's early. If it was you, like, what would you do, right? That's what it's about. It's not, you know, there's no, like, character development, none of that. It's what you would really do if you were put in this situation.
Like, you're on a cruise, you're having a damn good time, and then, holy shit, you're put in this position.
Exactly.
Now what do you do?
Exactly.
Some people, I guess, step up to the occasion. Other people's turn into, pussies,
just
slithering,
right,
shit their pants, as Jimmy puts it. And now your character, give us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I play this guy named Marco Valentine, and I'm the resident waiter on the ship. And you know, I'm trying to hook up with Mia Maestro's character, and I sneak around the ship and get her into a room and get her food and trying to hook up with her, and then the wave happens, and so that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Then it's you 2 trying to get out, or
yeah, we try to get out.
You hook up with one of the groups.
Yeah, exactly. We you know, myself and Josh Lucas, Richard Dreyfuss, and Kurt Russell form a team, and then her character Mike Vogel and Emmy Rossum form a team, and they try to get out.
Morning after, we'll
Oh my God, sorry.
Will we be hearing Morning After?
No, you will not be hearing Morning After.
We're in a really bad position here, and I swear this is true. We cannot turn off Jimmy's mic. It's on a wireless, and we don't have a button to turn it off.
Jimmy Norton is our third mic. He's usually sitting right there.
Right.
And he is one of the co-hosts of the program. He's having
a brilliant comic.
If you notice, there are saltines and ginger ale there, which is the universal cure.
And Pepto.
And Pepto and Gatorade to replace some electrolytes. It's the universal medicine of people that have an upset tummy.
Right.
Jimmy's had an upset tummy for a while. We didn't want to leave him out of any interviews today, so he's on a wireless in the restroom. So any sounds you might hear is Jimmy.
He has a sour stomach.
How you holding up, Jim?
Huh?
You okay?
I'm trying not to interrupt.
For Jimmy, it feels like the bathroom is turned upside down, and he must now find his way out.
I'm imagining Freddie didn't think it would go quite like this. Your interview on XM Satellite Radio. Big Hollywood star.
Would like to apologize for that. Oh, my God.
This has been for the last 5 hours, by the way.
Wow.
5 hours of this.
Did he eat something bad? Or
yeah, supposedly, he ate some type of sushi. Bad, was it? No, Chinese food.
Chinese food. He had bad Chinese.
He's blaming it on that, but it's been a couple of days now. I don't know.
Wow.
I kind of feel bad for the guy.
I have a sour stomach.
He has a sour stomach.
But he's a trooper, and trying to get through this.
Jimmy, do you have a legitimate question for Freddy Rodriguez?
No, the CGI, how much different does it make it from the original flick? I actually, I do want to see it, because there's certain films they shouldn't remake, but a film like this where it's like graphics-driven,
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could actually do a lot with it, 25 years after the original.
Right. Well, you imagine that the original was in the 70s and this is now, so, it's modern-day technology in this film. And then it's Wolfgang Peterson, so, you see all of his movies.
Like Anthony said, the preview looks unbelievable.
Yeah, it looks really cool
when does
when
it
that
come
ship
out?
goes over.
A couple more weeks?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday already?
Yeah, next Thursday.
Now, where'd they get you from? What else have we seen you
6 Feet Under.
I know, 6 Feet Under.
6 Feet Under, yeah.
Yep.
And July, I got this film coming out called Lady in the Water, M. Night Shyamalan film, and
ooh.
Yeah, so that's next.
Is it all mysterious?
Yeah, actually, this is a little
strange. Like
no, that one's a little different. It was a bedtime story he used to tell to his daughters that he decided to make in a film. So it definitely has the M. Night Shyamalan, touch to it.
Yeah.
But not like The Village or something.
How's he to work for?
He's great, man. He's probably the most pleasant director I've ever worked for, man. I'll do anything for him.
Yeah. How'd you get into this whole thing? What'd you do? The normal route, high school plays, and then theater afterwards?
Right. No, when I was 13, I started acting. I actually went to an arts high school, and I majored in drama. And then when I was 19, I did a film called Dead Presidents here in New York, actually, and A Walk in the Clouds, and those are my first two films, and that's what got me into the industry.
Nice, and now you're in one of these summer blockbusters.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Let's go to the phones. Mike in Philly. Mike, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. We're talking to Freddy Rodriguez.
What's up, Freddy, man? Big 6 Feet Under fan.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I was wondering, what's the connection with that movie you were all in, Lauren Ambrose and the guy that played Jimmy, and then you all end up at that same show?
Yeah.
Some strange connection, different, like same writers or something?
No, not.
Wait, explain this for us, because I don't really know.
He's talking about a film called Can't Hardly Wait, which is a, like a teenage film that we all did back in the late 90s. And myself and Lauren Ambrose, who's a cast member on 6 Feet Under, and Eric Balfour, we were all in that film together. And it was just weird because then after that, we all did 6 Feet Under together. But no, there was no correlation between the two projects. It just is all pure coincidence, But that film was cast by a woman named Mary Vernew, who is one of the biggest casting directors in Hollywood, and her thing is always putting films together with up-and-coming actors, and so she had the foresight to who was going to be big, I guess, and so, now you watch shows like 6 Feet Under, and it sort of proves her theory on who she thought was going to be big.
It's got to be odd. You get on the show and go, hey, look at where we are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is.
What happened here, guys?
Yeah, that film is cool. It was like a Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You watch that movie and you see all the people who blew up from that film,
Wow, cool.
Rob on Long Island, what's up?
Yeah, I love 6 Feet Under, Freddie, man. Is there any other thing you've done between that and this movie?
Yeah. I had a couple films out last year. One was called Havoc with Anne Hathaway and Bijou Phillips. And I had another film with Kurt Russell called Dreamer that was out last year, the sort of horse film.
Dreamer. I gotta definitely check them out. Listen, the best part of Poseidon was looking up the actress that played Ernie Broadnight's wife with a big underwear hanging out.
Right. You're talking about the original, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there ain't gonna be anything like that? Because that'll definitely get me to watch.
Any up the skirt shots when the ship flips over?
That's what I'm looking for.
Not quite like that, no.
All right. Well, Freddy, I know you're gonna have a great career ahead of you. You're one of the best actors, in the words of the favorite Jimmy Norton. You are phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Rob.
How old are you, Freddie?
I'm 31.
Oh, okay. You look younger, man.
Yeah.
You can't even see him.
Wow,
Jimmy.
really?
I've seen him before. He looks much younger.
Oh.
Yeah, I get that.
No, look like a kid.
Jimmy, you have another question for Freddy Rodriguez?
No, I'm just trying not to interrupt.
Yeah, please.
Guy's a good actor, man. I'm jealous. My acting. I never know what to do with my hands when I act.
Right, enough with the hands.
He's always talking about the hands because Jimmy does a little acting.
Why don't you ask Freddy, Jimmy?
When I'm going to come back in when I'm done. I'll make sure I wash up. I don't know how, when I'm acting. I always just kind of stand stiff. I never know how to move naturally when I act.
Right, yeah.
So his arms are always like kind of being held out and his shoulders are up a little and he's, so what do you think?
Right. Yeah, man, you just got to relax, just kind of relax and imagine what you would really do in the moment,
Jimmy, I'm nervous.
Jimmy downplays his acting. He's going to be on HBO in a matter of weeks at this point.
The show's Lucky Louie.
Lucky Louie. He's part of the Lucky Louie thing on HBO.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing something for Perverted Justice. I play Perp number 3.
Perverted Justice. Is that a real show?
I think it's a website that apprehends
the
pedophiles.
thing, the pedophile Dateline thing.
Oh, right.
It's the best reality show on TV. Dennis in New York.
Yo.
What's up, Dennis?
Hey,
No, I just wanted to say something to Freddy Rodriguez.
Hey, what's up, Dennis? How you doing, man?
All right, man. Dude, that movie Havoc
Yeah.
you were in?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
A friend of mine recommended that to me. I just wanted to say you were awesome in that movie, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, man.
I was
punching out.
That's it? Well, what's the movie about, Kev?
It's about Anne Hathaway shaking that whole "I'm a good girl" image.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's what it was.
What makes the movie killer? I've never heard of Havoc. I got to be honest.
Yeah, Steve Gaghan wrote it. He wrote Traffic, and Barbara Koppel directed it. She's a 2-time Oscar winner, and Anne Hathaway's nude in it. I'm nude in it. That was like sort of her attempt to shake off.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Freddie's nude in that movie.
Dude, were you nervous doing a nude scene?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's highly uncomfortable.
Is it full frontal nudity or?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Were you nude on set?
Yeah.
Did you get to rub your mule on her?
No, man. None of that.
Did they put a sock on you, dude? I heard that like when you do like sex scenes, they put like a male sock on the guy to keep it from kind of rubbing up against her.
Yeah, that's true.
They do, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want,
So you're doing a love scene and they just cover up your area?
Yeah.
In the bed?
Yeah.
Jimmy, how did you know that?
I've heard that before from other people, and I
Some girls have demanded it when he's sleeping with them, the prostitutes.
Put the sock on, kid.
Put the sock on, you disgust me.
Even though you're acting and stuff, do you just kind of try to plump it up in the dressing room before the scene?
No,
just a little bit.
No, not really.
So you don't get a bad rep around Hollywood.
No,
he's hung.
It's probably one of the most uncomfortable things you could do. You're sitting there and you think it's romantic, but it's like 30 other people on the set looking at you.
It's
not.
gotta be awkward.
Brando said that when he
Very
did
awkward.
The Last Tango in Paris, he had to be nude, and he said that it was like he was packing like a half-inch, and he was really embarrassed on the set because his hog was so small because he was nervous being naked in front of everybody.
Did he do anything about it or no?
No, he said he was just mad, but it was like a peanut or something like that. I forget the word he used, but he was really embarrassed about it.
We got a couple questions about the new Poseidon compared to the old Poseidon. Scott in Connecticut, go.
Hey, I just want to know if in the special effects, if they made the chairs stay in place after the ship rolls over like they did in the original one. If you notice in the original, after the ship flips over, all the tables and chairs and even some of the place settings are still in place when they show a picture of the ceiling, which is now or the floor, which is now the ceiling.
Right.
Someone screwed up, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's a riot.
The tables and I know in this film the piano stays in place, but that's because it's a ship,
Yeah, they're bolted down. Some of the stuff.
Yeah,
and little tables.
But the place settings,
down.
I mean,
not place settings.
They're going to be nailed down.
Plates wouldn't be.
The forks,
Right.
Yeah.
All right. One more call here. Let's say hi to Steve in Jersey. Steve, what's up? You hear that in the background. Steve.
Yeah.
Let's go, Steve.
I just had a question. I was wondering how the new movie takes into account like technological advances on the ship, like GPS and faster helicopters with the Coast Guard to explain why you don't get rescued right away.
Yeah, I guess like in the 70s, wow, it might have taken a longer time for them to find the ship, whereas here, where is the ship supposed to be on the globe when this happens?
They don't say.
Atlantic, Caribbean, something like that. No, they don't say.
The ocean.
Somewhere.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not. It's not on land. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then you figure flips over and the Coast Guard would be there within a couple of minutes, help everybody out, but then the movie would be over.
Right.
Yeah, you got to get yourselves out. And it's not the same thing where they got to get to the propeller shaft part of the back engine room because the hull is thinnest. Do they keep that part of the plot?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
There's
certain rooms that they got to get through to try to get to the top. Yeah.
Remember the kitchen scene being pretty brutal in the first one for its time, with the burnt up people. So
yeah, it's like that.
I'm expecting some.
It's like that in this film too.
Yeah, we look forward to this movie.
Yeah.
Poseidon. Mission Impossible 3 starts today. You're gonna go see Mission Impossible 3?
Yeah, I want to see that film.
That's your competition.
Yeah.
You're the movie that's gonna take this one out next week.
Right.
I saw
it comes out.
It was pretty good.
You liked it, Big Kev?
Oh yeah, it was.
Talk
really
about
good.
movies not in. He's here to plug his movie.
Why? Just a
I'm
quick
looking
plug.
just as forward to that as I was to Mission Impossible.
Scientology? You?
No.
Good guy.
I'll be honest with you. I'd rather see Poseidon than Mission Impossible 3.
Why?
Yeah.
I never really got into the Mission Impossible series. Actually, I haven't even seen the first one yet.
Really?
And we're usually pretty on top of all the movies around here.
Well, I think if you've seen the first one, you're pretty far from being on top if you haven't seen the first one.
But I had no desire on that one. None whatsoever, no.
Yeah.
Jim Norton, everyone.
There he is.
Studio.
Hey.
You feeling okay now?
Oh, awful.
Dude, I don't know how so much liquid
It's horrible.
could come out of one
You're
human
going to be
being.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
Kidding
That's
aside.
right. Electrolytes.
Drink some Gatorade now.
Yeah, fuck Mission Impossible 3. I'd rather see Poseidon than Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah.
Without a
Tom
doubt.
Cruise irritates me.
I've seen the original. I kind of want to see what they've done with it, and the trailer makes it look really kind of cool.
Well, movies like that and Kong, it's like that's what if you're going to use like CGI, that's the movies you should use them for. Stuff where it's called for. They're remaking a lot of films they don't need to, but anything with or a movie like Titanic or anything where there's disaster.
Right.
I want to see these days.
Yeah,
you know what else? Technology to update it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what else I keep hearing is to see it at the IMAX. It's supposed to be like a really
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're showing it at the IMAX. It's supposed to be a really cool experience. They have regular showings at the IMAX,
I saw my first movie at an IMAX. Not the dumb documentaries that they used the IMAX for in the beginning. Remember we saw what's his name, The Shark Hunter?
It was all they used to show were the documentaries, yeah.
Or they climb Mount Everest. That's terrific. I want to see a movie.
Ooh, I feel like I'm here with them.
Go see Poseidon there, man, at the IMAX.
I will definitely do that.
We live right kind of not too far from one, right? Let's definitely go. I won't ask you on a date all of a sudden, but I definitely like to see that on a fucking massive screen.
Sit through a movie?
Dude, yeah, you're right.
I'd have to bring a porta potty with you, you disgusting man.
You'll be all right by next week.
Oh, yeah, I should be fine by tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, all right, we should
look
get
great,
out of here.
man. Thanks, and continued success.
Thank you.
Gonna enjoy watching
you guys
this
too, man.
Poseidon.
Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you, Freddy.
Yeah,
sorry I had to interview you from the bathroom, but I wanted to be a part of it because I'm psyched that you came in.
I'm glad you have a sense of humor and went with that.
Yeah,
because other people from Hollywood would come in here and be like, "Oh, I can't be part of this."
No, I'm from Chicago, man.
Their publicists would drag them out like, "What kind of show is this?"
I wish it was a hot chick because the guy is usually not going to get freaked out by another guy. Fucking, every guy fucking loves log jokes. It's just a guy thing. It's a man thing. You can't help it. You know what I mean? If you really wanted to fucking, you got to do it to a chick. Like, get a beautiful girl.
So disgusting, but there's something so goddamn funny about hearing that sound.
It's fucking childhood giggles.
Yeah,
when I was 6 and I got yelled at for putting my ear by the bathroom when Teddy Clouser was making a duty.
That's what my son does, man. Whenever my oldest son is taking a dump, like he goes under the door and says, "Are you doing number 2?"
They're fascinated with it.
There's something primal about it. You can't fucking help it.
Duty jokes.
What's funnier than hearing another man in misery? You understand? It was pure liquid out of my body.
I know. It was really bad. And it is kind of a thank God it's not me. Better you than me.
Yeah. What kind of fish did you have?
It was actually Chinese food from this place. I had chicken fried rice, and it just didn't taste that great.
A little off?
Yeah, man. It didn't taste bad, but it was like there was something
Was there a place you've gone to before?
No. I just had delivery because my regular pita grill place was not open that day.
I've told this story a couple times on the show. When I was at BAB, I was living in Northport, and there was a Chinese restaurant there. I swear to this day, I had a chicken dish. I did not eat chicken. I swear to this day.
What do you think it was, like cat?
I have no idea, but it just did not taste or seem right at all.
Was the place Vietnamese?
No, it was just a Chinese restaurant in Northport, and they closed down shortly after that. Like, I mean, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were falling on hard times and just decided to start cutting corners. But I swear to you, to this day, I know I did not eat chicken that day at the Chinese restaurant. Wow. And then I ended up having exactly what you're going through right now.
But as long as I'm not puking anymore, I was like vomiting and shit the first day, and that's the worst when you're throwing up. And
it just tasted gamey. It just tasted like...
might have been dog.
That's what Well, that's the obvious. A lot of people,
that, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people say they do, eat dog, and I don't know, but...
I like to do my scenes sitting. We were talking about acting. I like to sit when I do a scene because then I can kind of be comfortable putting my hand somewhere. But when I stand, I'm fucking finished. Everyone I should play should just be in a wheelchair. I'd fucking win an Oscar.
Yeah, before we get out of here, let's say hi to Dugout Doug. Doug!
What's up?
We're counting on one of you guys to call the first part of the show on Monday to explain the whole pest thing and how they get involved, okay?
You know I'm the kind of guy that's going to start calling late Sunday night.
We're at that point where we have to start explaining things to the people that haven't heard us in a while.
I want the attention.
All right, what do you guys...
But, we'll be doing the WOW sticker stop tonight at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone for Rich Voss's show. I've never seen Rich before. He is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a really great stand-up, man.
Oh, my God. Funny. I mean, I like him on the show, but he fucking kills live.
You saw him last night?
Shit.
You saw him last night?
I saw him Wednesday night.
Oh, Wednesday night, yeah. I know. You know, he gets a bad rap on this show, but we got to tell you, the guy kills. Absolutely.
The guy is, and Bonnie is incredible. When she says the word cunt, and the crowd just collectively gasps. I mean, but Rich was awesome. He saw a bunch of we had a bunch of pests there giving out stickers, and we were hanging out. Rich was cool as shit. He worked in a couple no homos and stuff just for us. It's great when there's like only 10 people laughing at something and no one else knows what's going on.
Right.
But we'll be at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone giving out stickers at 7 o'clock tonight. Virginia Beach, Virginia, 757-213-5555 for tickets. Thank you, gentlemen.
And did you hear, Doug, our thing with Richard Johnson at the New York Post? No, he hung up. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, you know you still...
No, I didn't hang up. What's that?
Well, you want to explain again, or you want to go...
On the replay, you might have to hear it. It's just the guy from...
quite frankly, Doug, we've had it with the New York Post, so we want the pest to get involved.
And maybe in some of them...
Johnson.
Richard.Johnson.
Page 6 has blown us off for many, many years. That's okay, whatever. But, there's obviously something going on with the New York Post and the Opie and Anthony show, and we've finally had it.
We tried to get him on the show, and he hung up on Ben, so it's Richard.Johnson at nypost.com. I thought maybe one of you guys might know him, and you could call, just give him a very, very serious, of course, inquiry and ask him what's going on.
You'll hear it on the replay. Jimmy just went off, and that was the final straw for Jimmy. For me, it was when we made our return back to commercial radio, and they buried the story deep in the paper on a page that had many, many other articles, and the headline was Dopey and Pervy Pal back on radio. But they had no problem, throwing us on the front page when we fucked up really bad. So
they didn't mention Anthony? They just mentioned the Pervy Pal?
Oh, yeah, Pervy Pal.
Pervy Pal.
So, and it was...
That's Jimmy, isn't it?
Exactly.
And when we returned to commercial radio, it was a big story. All the other papers gave it, proper placement, and we appreciated that. Daily News was all over it, and the Post obviously buried it because they have some kind of problem with us, so we've had it with them.
Can't this conversation continue on, like, Pal Talk or something?
Why?
Yes, they will respect you.
Because I want to get out of here.
Bond number 9, punching out. Take it easy.
Bye, sweetie.
All right, let's say hi to Tom. Tom?
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
Well, you're talking about the Chinese joint. There was a Chinese joint over here in Teaneck by me. There was this lady. They called her the squirrel lady. She used to feed all these squirrels, hundreds of them, then 50, then 10. She calls the Board of Health. They go into the Chinese joint, squirrel carcasses hanging in the walk-in freezer.
Holy cow.
Yeah, man, punch it out.
All right, thank you. I have no doubt that goes on from time to time at some places. No doubt.
I'm sure it does.
All right, we got to thank Freddy Rodriguez for stopping by. Poseidon opens up next weekend. You guys don't need the help. You're just here to say hi, obviously. That movie's going to do
it's gonna
ridiculous
go through the roof.
numbers.
Yeah. And Richard Dreyfuss we have sometime next week, dude. Is
that really going to happen?
Yeah. I really think it is. I love Dreyfuss.
He's a cool dude, too, man. Really funny.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's great, right?
Yeah, really good guy.
Do you ever see Whose Life Is It Anyway? He plays a quadriplegic. Nobody has seen that movie. He plays a guy paralyzed from the neck down who wants his right to die in a hospital. It's fucking great, man.
Shut up.
All right, you're right.
Anthony just wants to go home.
But no, I want to talk about it, Ant.
We did 5 hours and 35 minutes of radio today.
And it won't be enough, will it?
And 20 minutes of quality programming.
Yeah.
It's all shit jokes.
I appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks, Freddie, for coming in, man.
Freddie doesn't know when to leave. He's
like, do I stay with this nonsense or do I?
Geez, every other show I'm on, it's very obvious when I'm done.
Just dribble. Thanks, man.
Good luck, bud.
I guess on this show you just leave when you want to.
Yeah, you go.
He was cool. I knew he'd be cool though. He was a cool dude.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?